Hi guys, it's Vanessa from To The Brim, and I am here with a blind first impression for 11 fragrance oils from the Flaming Candle. 10 of them I chose, and then one is a sample. And how I do this is I do not look at the label, I smell the oil, I tell you what I think it smells like, and then I see what it is. I do it this way because I think that sometimes if you have an idea of what the fragrance is, you're already predetermined in your mind to thinking of what it's going to smell like. And I like the scent notes to speak for themselves. So here we go. Here's the first one. I chose things that I haven't chosen before, and or different versions of things that I've tried from other companies. This one has a little bit of a alcohol-y smell on the top, first whiff, but I am gonna say that one of my last videos that I did, there was an oil that I really didn't like, and then once I made a candle out of it, I realized that it was pretty cool. So I'm going to tell you my review of the oils, but then once I do tester candles with any of them, and I will give you feedback on the hot throw and if the scent changes, you know, between the bottle and the candle. There's a tiny bit of a cashmere scent to this, but also possibly like a, like I said, like an alcohol-y, like a, it could be woodsy or it could be like a bourbon type thing. Tobacco caramel. Okay, so the good thing about this is that I have been trying to find a tobacco scent for months and months and months, and every single one of them is trash that I've tried. I don't like them. They are offensive smelling. Even when I've mixed them with other things, they just make me feel icky. And so I was looking for other variants of tobacco, and this is nice. This, now that I know what it is, again, now maybe it's gonna smell different because I know what it is. Tobacco caramel. It is, the caramel is there as kind of the cashmere note, but the tobacco note I smell is kind of just a clean kind of a note, and it reminds me of something, and if I think of what that is, I will say once I think of it. It does remind me of something. I don't smell that overwhelming. A lot of the scents that I've tried are, you know, I've tried some from Flaming Candle, from Aztec Candle, and from Candle Science, and I don't like any of the tobacco or smoke fragrances. They all just smell disgusting to me. This one smells nice. I don't smell the tobacco. So my dad was a pipe smoker, and so I'm familiar with what pipe tobacco and smoking a pipe smells like. And this just smells like cashmere with like a clean touch of something in it. I think this is a version of something that I've tried from another company because it smells familiar to me. Okay, so this is Red Currant. Okay, so I have and use the Red Currant from Candle Science, and this is my candle of that. Again, everybody knows that I think that you should not name your candle the name on the fragrance oil bottle. Red Currant. This smells very similar to Candle Science. Actually, wait, let me grab the candle back again here. I like Candle Science better. It is a more clean, fresh, a more clean, fresh scent. The one from the Flaming Candle, again, I'm gonna try it in a tester and I'll let you know. Maybe I'll make some tea lights out of it. It has a very similar scent, but so what I feel that it smells like is red currant, grapefruit, and rose. Those are the notes that kind of stand out to me. And this one has a little bit of something that's off from the Candle Science one. It doesn't mean that it's not good, it just means that it's different. And so I need to try that, but at this point, I definitely like the Candle Science Red Currant better. I'm gonna leave that on there because I don't wanna get it on my fingers and then have to smell it the whole time. I really like this. On first smell of Mr. Bubble Bubble Bath from my childhood. I don't know if they still sell Mr. Bubble, but it had like a sweet, not really a bubblegum smell, but kind of that kind of a smell. It might be a flower. It might be a floral. It is really pleasant. It is clean. It would be a great bathroom candle. It's very uplifting. Cypress and berries. That is not what I thought that was going to smell like. I have cypress and bayberry from Candle Science, which is very much a balsam, fir, like rosemary, bayberry type of a scent. And so that's what I was expecting this to smell like. I was kind of trying to do like, you know, which one do I like more of the same kind of a scent. If this smells in a candle like it smells in the bottle, it's friggin' phenomenal. I love it. It does not smell anything like cypress or berries, but it reminds me of Mr. Bubble. It is uplifting. It is happy. I can't wait to try this one. Oop, I almost looked at it. Okay, this reminds me, so I'm a big cedar oil fan. My favorite one being Aztec Candle Supply's Cozy Cabin, which I use in one of my candles. This has cedar in it for sure. It's heavy on the cedar and I love it. Tobacco and bay leaf. Okay. And I should have looked up the scent notes for a lot of these, but sometimes there's so many that it's just kind of an overload, you know? Love this. I love this. And I'll tell you what, because you know I'm trying to find a tobacco scent. This is a scent that you would find in a higher end candle shop. This is not a run-of-the-mill, generic, everybody has it scent. I have never smelled anything like this before, and I absolutely love it. I absolutely love this. I love it, love it, love it. So I highly recommend Tobacco and Bay Leaf from the Flaming Candle. I cannot wait. I'm going to make a full-size tester of this. I love that. I'm very excited. Cannot even tell you. This is, if there is not another thing in here that I like, it is still going to have been a win because this is friggin' amazing. I love this so much. There are some citrus tones in it. This Tobacco and Bay Leaf, I am so excited that I got that. I almost didn't get it. Okay, so on to the next one. Okay. Gosh, what is it called? Is it honeysuckle? This one is floral. It would be, so, okay, so I have honeysuckle jasmine from, I think, the Flaming Candle. And I gave it a shot. A lot of people that I know have it in their line and it's a really good seller. I don't really like it. It's very sharp. And so I am going to try it mixed with something else, like maybe 25% honeysuckle jasmine and 75% something else. But I'll let you know once I do that and if it works out. This, to me, is more pleasant than honeysuckle jasmine. It's, I don't want to say it's a softer scent. It is the same kind. It's on the same plane as honeysuckle jasmine. Acai blossom. I like this a lot too. I'm trying to think, where would I burn this candle? Bedroom, bathroom, kitchen. It's really, I mean, I really like this too. So that's another win. So Acai blossom and the Tobacco and Bay Leaf are my favorites at this point. This smells, I had a shampoo in high school that I cannot remember what it was, a shampoo and conditioner that I absolutely loved. And this reminds me of that. We're probably gonna get deeper into this the more times that I smell it and see what it is. Excuse me, but there's nothing wrong with having a clean scented candle. Gosh, what does this remind me of? Oh, peony, this is nice. This is nice. It is not what I thought that it was going to smell like. So now that I see that it's peony, that is exactly what it smells like. Really, really good. Really good. I've liked them all so far, actually. You haven't seen me turn my nose up to any of them. Okay, this one is chemically. So I don't know how it's going to burn when I make it into a candle, but the oil is chemically. The top that you get is chemicals. It is also alcohol-y and it smells like buttercream. Kentucky bourbon. Okay, so the alcohol-y is accurate. It should smell like that. And it smells like butterscotch. This smells like butterscotch and whiskey. I wonder if we're gonna have like a home run all the way around. Because sometimes, guys, there's some pretty nasty stuff. Okay, this is a lavender scent. I don't love it and I don't hate it. It's definitely more lavender forward than... I have lavender and sandalwood from the Flaming Candle, and I love that. I love, love, love that. I'm trying to find a nice, soft, like a round lavender scent. This almost smells like lavender and rosemary, or lavender and sage, like actual sage and actual lavender. Okay, black amber and lavender. So this is not a bad scent either. You know how usually the black amber scents are like patchouli based? This isn't. This is nice. This is real nice. It is stronger than the lavender sandalwood, and it has almost that Aveda rosemary smell to it on top of the lavender. So this is going to be a good one to try too. I'm going to have to get more containers for my testers. Okay, we have 2 more. This smells familiar also. Like maybe I've tried something similar from another company. Vanilla birch. It smells like something. It's not that I don't like it. It reminds me of something and I don't know what. The birch is there and the vanilla is not that typical sweet vanilla scent. I think it's basically just to soften up the birch. You know, this is almost one of those high-end scents too. So you don't have to stay inside the box. And I went on a tangent earlier in the video and I had to cut it out because it was like super long and it wasn't really 100% related to what I'm talking about here. But when I smell those high-end type oils, it makes me want to remind you guys that no matter what scent you're using, you don't need to name it what the bottle says, because that is not only kind of making you no different than anyone else, it sometimes predetermines people to think that they don't like a scent. So there are people who may or may not like mahogany and teakwood. Okay, they think that they don't like it. That's you know, I don't like that. My teakwood mahogany candle, or mahogany and teakwood, is called Sharp Dressed Man because it smells very manly. And so I put 3 of the fragrance notes on the label. People will smell it. They're like, wow, I really like that. But they may walk into a Bath and Body Works and see a mahogany and teakwood candle and be like, ew, that smells like, I'm not getting that. You want to set yourself, here's another example. I make a candle from Candle Science's Library Candle Oil. I call it Turn the Page, and I put 3 of the fragrance oil notes on the bottom of the label here. What I'm trying to say is that I'm part of a fragrance oil group on Facebook, and people are trying to make Valentine's Day candles, and this one lady was like, you know, I'm using Love Spell for one of my candles. What can I name it? And some people were like, name it Love Spell, and other people were like, call it Be My Valentine, or, you know, I'm yours, or whatever. Okay, if a company has a scent such as Victoria's Secret's Love Spell, you really can't legally call your candle Love Spell because that's their trademarked name. I did a video on trademark infringement months ago. You got to be careful. A lot of people that have a small business or an Etsy store, nobody's going to ever check, but you don't really know. You know, when I started my business, I sold epoxy tumblers, and I noticed a lot of people selling Louis Vuitton tumblers and Disney tumblers and things like that. Those are huge no-nos because those companies will and have gone after small businesses that have infringed on their trademark. So it's no different. It's one thing if you're using, you know, let's say sage and citrus. Yankee Candle has a sage and citrus candle, but they don't own the rights to sage and citrus necessarily, okay? I don't know, I'm not a lawyer, but I'm just saying. But you have something like Love Spell or Bombshell or You know, black opium is another one, or, you know, any of the ones that smell like a perfume that you can buy in a store. You should not name your candle that, because that is owned by the company who makes that product. So that's just my 2 cents as far as trying to keep you out of legal trouble, because it can cost a lot of money. If you get a $10,000 fine for infringing on somebody's copyright, and that's about how much you've made in your small business this year, it kind of is a downer. So, you know, I always name my things something unique, because that's just who I am. I'm not going to be a follower. I'm never a follower. So I'm never going to name my candles what the candle oil is called. My Cozy Cabin candle is called Acoustic Trio. You know, my leather candle is called Gig Bag. So I am not going to just fall in line and, you know, copyright infringe for one thing, but just be like everybody else. That's not who I am. But legally, you shouldn't either. So if you're going to use an oil that another company sells, as like another one of them is Applejack and Peel, okay? That is definitely a Crabtree and Evelyn name. So you cannot sell a candle that's called Applejack and Peel. Like, you just can't. And, you know, Love Spell, you can't use that. Bombshell, you know, if it's scented like that and you're naming it that, that's not cool. So here's the finale. Oh my gosh, wait, this reminds me of something too. And this isn't a bad one either. This reminds me of Escape from Calvin Klein perfume. I don't know if the women's version. 100%, the women's version of Escape from Calvin Klein is Sunflower. Oh, okay. And it smells like the sunflower perfume from, what is it, Elizabeth Arden or whoever. So that's my video for today. I have oils coming from Sierra Candle Company, who I've never tried before. I have 5 from them, and I have ordered 5 from Aztec Candle Supply as well. I haven't been the biggest fan of Aztec Candle Supply oils overall, but I do have some that I use in my candles. I hope that this was helpful. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm also going to be doing a video later today on PCOS and some of the things that I get from Amazon to help manage my PCOS, because I know that there are other ladies out there that struggle with that too. So I'll be back with that one later this afternoon. I hope you enjoyed. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. I'm not going to beg you to subscribe, but if you like this kind of stuff, go ahead and subscribe. I do small business videos, candle making videos, blind scent reviews, pottery videos, anything like that you're interested in. And I'm kind of a hoot every once in a while. So I will see you guys later, and have a good day. Bye.